Hey guys, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony, and today I'm going to be doing swatches and a demo of the Melt Gunmetal Stack. So I've been using this a lot lately, and you guys have seen it in a lot of videos and asked what I was wearing, and this is it. So I'm just gonna show you how I got that look. I'm also gonna show you swatches. So in this stack, there are 4 different shades. They are all vegan, and Melt is obviously a cruelty-free brand as well. Some of their stacks, for example, the Rest stack has 5 shades, but this one only has 4. So what I'm going to do first is swatch them on my hand, and then I'm going to show you how I apply them. The first one, this is Harsh Stone White, and this is a very beautiful kind of champagne shade. A lot of metallic there. So that is Harsh Stone White. The next shade is Gunmetal, and this is kind of a cool charcoal toned shade. I think that in the pan, it kind of looks like it has a little bit of blue in it, but it is very much charcoal, and it's very pigmented. And for this, I'm just doing finger swatches. There's no primer or anything down, and usually I do use a brush for swatches, but these look the same whether or not I do. This shade is Industrial, and this is another shimmery, glittery shade. This one is a little bit warmer, and it has a little bit of iridescence in it. The last shade is the only matte shade in the palette. It's called Assimilate, and this is a matte brown. And that is all 4 shades in the Rest stack. So I do find that there tends to be a lot of fallout with these shadows, so I'm actually gonna put some extra powder underneath my eyes. If you guys are curious about the rest of my makeup on my face, it is part of a Foundation Friday demo of the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. So if that video is up before this one, I will make sure to link to it down below. And I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder, and the reason I'm doing this is because, like I said, I do feel like these shadows, especially the glitter ones, they do have a fair amount of fallout. This will help because the powder will catch that fallout and then I can just wipe it away. Usually when I use these shadows, I actually apply them before my foundation, so that way I can clean up underneath a little bit better. First, I'm going to go in with Assimilate, and I'm using all MOTD brushes today as per usual. So I'm using the Miss Shady Lady brush. And all the brushes I use will be listed below, but I really suggest picking up their eye set. It's just a really great set. So I'm gonna apply Assimilate to my crease. If I'm looking over a lot, it's because we just got a monitor, so I can actually kind of see what I'm doing. I will say that the look I do with these shadows is pretty simple. I just think that it's really pretty and really easy to replicate. I think that you could just do so much. I imagine these shadows would be gorgeous when they're wet too. So I'm going to use that same brush and apply Gunmetal to the outer corners of my eyes. I don't want to take it up too far. I don't want it to be up in the crease or above the crease, but it's all gonna blend together a little anyway. Now I'm going to take the Pigment Packer brush and apply a Harsh Stone White to the rest of my lids, starting on the inner corners. I'm gonna drag that over the Gunmetal shade just a tiny bit to help it blend. I'm going to go back in with Assimilate and add a little bit more to my crease just to help soften those lines. Now, if you have a lighter skin tone, your contour shade for your face would work really well for this too, if you don't want a super dark smoky eye. And now I'm just going to take, which shade is this? I think this is the Blending Bestie. I've totally worn off the name. This one is clean. I'm going to use that over the edges to just blend a little better. I find that these shadows are very pigmented, so I do think you need to blend and work with them a little bit more than a lot of other shadows, just so you can get a really balanced look. And now I'm going to take the shade Industrial, and using that same pigment packer, I'm going to apply this to the middle of my lids, just really over the spot where Harsh Stone White and Gunmetal met. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and going back to Assimilate. I'm going to add a little bit more to the outer corners of my eyes and underneath my lash line as well. When I use these shadows, I like to do a very thin line. I feel that it really helps to define my lashes, but I don't want to detract from all the beautiful shadows. And when I use these shadows, I do actually like to use the Cover FX Perfect Pencil and kind of sharpen around the corners a little bit because there can be a lot of fallout with these shadows. So I draw the line on and then I blend it out. I'm just gonna use my finger and blend that a little bit. Let me brush away this powder so I don't need it anymore. And that did a really great job of catching any fallout and making sure it didn't stick to the rest of my makeup. I'm going to be using the Eye of Orris Bio Lash Lift Mascara. I do have a full video demoing this mascara, so I'll link to that below. So if you guys want my tips and tricks of how I use it, just go check that out. And that is it for this look today. So like I mentioned, the foundation and my face makeup is part of a Foundation Friday video. If that is up before this one, I'll link to it down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have the gunmetal stack from Melt, let me know what you think of it. Just leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite shade in this stack is. I'll see you guys later.